Gremlins on Blu-ray, and this is Gremlins 2 on the new batch. Outtakes does contain the 20 minutes of not seeing footage in the theaters and making of and so on. You know, when I was a kid watching Gremlins 2, I kind of like it only because I realized because of the Gremlins were so different, and you had like Spider Gremlin, the Bat Gremlin, Electricity Gremlins. You know, you have all these different Gremlins, and even when the Gremlins first pop out in Gremlins 2, right, when Gizmo was found in the laboratory, when the guy that took care of him in the first movie, ended up spotting him in the laboratory scene when one of the mail service guy was whistling the song, and he was wondering, wait, how did you know the humming of the beat? And he said he heard it in the laboratory. That's when the guy realized, is Gizmo around there? And he actually saved him from the laboratory, put him underneath his desk so he could be taken home. And in this story, let me just say, the hero and the woman, the love interest from the first movie, ended up becoming his fiance in the second movie, and they're both working this sky-rise building in New York City. The Chinese guy that took care of Gizmo died, so he was pretty much walking around the street, so he was kidnapped from the scientist, and that's how he got into the laboratory. So when Gizmo didn't listen to his friend, he hit up Kid out of his desk. The janitor was fixing the water fountain, and the water spill on Gizmo, and that's when you got the evil Gremlins coming out. When the Gremlins first come out, you get, like I said, they got different personalities. One is goofy, one is an idiot, one is a one is like evil, like naughty. But they're all naughty anyway, so what the fuck I'm talking about. Then the story ended up becoming more developed. You know, the Gremlins running around wreaking havoc, and God, my mind just got blank. How did the water spill on the evil Gremlins? Let me think. Anyway, when the water spilled on the Gremlins, oh my God, this is the worst review ever. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. I just lost my memory, and I just saw this fucking movie today too. When they went on the cooking show, they was wreaking havoc at the cooking show, and they set fire on the microwave. That's when the water started spilling on the evil Gremlins. The only like 4 or 3 evil Gremlins I think if I remember, and that's when more Gremlins start popping out. Worst review ever, by the way, guys. Anyway, so there was more evil Gremlins than there were before. Wreaking havoc in the apartment. Business building, you know, and they headed for the laboratory, and that's when you see some different Gremlins appearing. Drinking the formula, one became small, one became an electricity Gremlin, one became a bat Gremlin, one became a spider Gremlin, one became a vegetable Gremlin, or one became a female Gremlin. Yeah, the female Gremlin. But what, you guys think the female Gremlin is hot? I hope not, you perverts. Pretty much, they wreaking havoc, more havoc pretty much. The sense of humor, it was there, but the thing is, when I realized it, to me, Gremlins, the main star of this movie would always be Gizmo. Not enough Gizmo in the movie, man. Not enough, really, it's really not enough Gizmo. It's like they balance with the human interaction, they put the Gremlin into action, and you have a little bit of the Gizmo interaction. That's not like what I'm feeling here. And I can see why some movie fans, not the critics actually praised this movie, and the critics did not like the first Gremlins. That's fucking funny, because the first Gremlins was the best, and in Gremlins 2 it was the opposite, because the critics that hate Gremlins 1 liked the Gremlins 2, while the fans liked Gremlins 1, but they didn't really like Gremlins 2 so much. And I can understand why, you know, maybe because of the Gizmo action, because you would think Gizmo's the key guy. I mean, give me more Gizmo. You know, I want to see more Gizmo. You know, Gizmo pretty much began bullied by the evil Gremlins, and then he started to fight back, become Rambo-like. You know, they go around, and then at the end, when we're on the scene when the hero trapped the electricity Gremlin in the chairman's telephone, office phone. That's the death of all the Gremlins, because when he sprayed the water on the Gremlins, he released the electricity Gremlins, and he started killing all the Gremlins. But still, even though the main gremlin in this was actually the brain gremlin, like you would think he would be the key villain, it was some interaction with him, but I wanted to see more interaction with him and the hero, or him trying to fight against Gizmo. You didn't really have that going on, you know, and he died so easily, you know what I'm saying? It was like, damn man, that's it. So I mean, you know, see the new badge was not, to me, honestly, it was alright, it was okay, but don't get me wrong, I will see it again, yeah, but Gremlins 1 is just way better, to be honest with you. Anyway, peace guys, and see you later.